Thank you for those kind words. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow delegates, it is really exciting to be here at the world's leading FinTech conference in such a memorable and historical building. I'm mindful of the contrast between the past and the future that will merge here over the next 2 days. We at Deloitte are delighted and very proud to sponsor this event. Our sponsorship of this summit builds upon a partnership with Innovate Finance, which has seen us engaged in initiatives together around FinTech over the last couple of years. Now, over the next 2 days, we will look at the achievements of the FinTech sector and the challenges facing financial services as a result. The summit will examine the impacts as well as the features, change, competition, shifting customer preferences, new entrants, technological advances. These are things that have been shaping financial services and the economy for years. But critically, this exciting change is moving more rapidly than anything we've seen in recent history in financial services. We see the FinTech sector as a part of a greater movement that is driving forward financial services and society as a whole. And it's a point that I will return to later. As you could imagine, we at Deloitte, we've been analysing disruption in financial services as a matter of course. In 2014, we began working with the World Economic Forum on the future opportunities and challenges in financial services. We explored the rise of the FinTech and identified back then that the FinTechs tended to concentrate on segments of the value chain which were both high in profitability and where the customer experience can be improved by technological innovations. However, time has moved on. As everyone here knows, FinTech is well into its next stage of growth, as activity is expanding rapidly, and we are now seeing FinTechs beginning to provide a more holistic offering to the marketplace. This growth is being enabled by three forces, which will be explored in detail over the next 2 days. One, change your customer preferences, indeed more demanding customer preferences. Advances in technology, both in building a business, but also for consumers being able to access these new services. And most importantly of all, a pro-innovation regulatory environment. Developing alongside rapidly is a maturing and aligning ecosystem. If you take a look at the delegate list or even look around this audience here today and the participants, you'll see technology companies, startups, investors, capital providers, advisors, incumbents, governments, regulators, all playing their part to make this ecosystem work. At Deloitte, we've been involved in the ecosystem for some time now. Over the last number of years, it's been fascinating to see FinTech continue to expand right across the marketplace, from transactional banking to robo-advice to money management tools. You only need to look at this growth and the spread to know that FinTech is not a one-off. That is why we have partnered with Innovate Finance. Our joint work not only includes the Global Summit, but also the Big Bang Series and Money Talks initiative. So why is FinTech so critical to a firm like Deloitte? Obviously, it's the opportunity, but also the disruption, the innovation it is bringing to financial services, and indeed the disruption and change it is bringing to firms like Deloitte. As a Big Four firm, we fundamentally embrace the FinTech revolution because of the wide opportunities and the drivers for change it presents to the market and to firms like ourselves. It encourages movement of talent and people. It encourages a more diverse workforce. It drives competition. It enhances choice. It promotes financial inclusion. It agitates for change and innovation. It breaks down barriers to entry. And most importantly, it challenges us. Our work in the FinTech sector covers a wide spectrum. As you would imagine, we have invested in some startups. We've created our own FinTech hub at WeWork. We have a partnership with 500 startups who are here today to form a game-changing acceleration program called Upside, which brings incumbents and fintech startups together. But more importantly, we're helping startups navigate the regulatory environment as they develop a more holistic market offering. Working with and investing in the blockchain settlement startup Settle, who are going to be speaking today about their experience in scaling up and also their experience with being part of the FCA regulatory sandbox. And lastly, disruption to our own firm through an internal project using fintech technologies has identified some stark lessons for us concerning the future of our business model. Amid the success, we cannot lose sight of the challenges we all face in the ecosystem and the economy as a whole. History shows us that rapid progress, disruption, and success can breed an arrogance in us, and it can come to the cost of others. New technologies haven't yet driven the gains in productivity we might have expected. Business productivity since the introduction of the internet has grown at its slowest rate in almost 40 years. Indeed, 80% of the companies tell us their employees are overwhelmed, yet we continue to throw more at them. Technologies such as AI, robotics, and cognitive automation are going to pose major challenges to the workforce. Businesses would need to focus to ensure these technologies are used in a way that truly augments rather than diminishes or overwhelms their employees. That is why at Deloitte we've created a program called 1 Million Futures. It's our 5-year strategy which aims to help 1 million people get to where they want to be, overcoming barriers to education and employment, and giving individuals the skills and opportunities to succeed. It is also our way to ensure that our work, specifically within fintechs, goes beyond helping startups to scale, or indeed incumbents to respond to the disruption. We see the social and economic opportunities for the UK and the global economy. But we have already a social mobility challenge. As the job market increasingly segregates into the low-skill, low-pay, and high-skill, high-pay segments, we must manage the risk of further division in society between the haves and the have-nots. In the UK, for instance, we have found that the participation rate in higher education among young people in the most disadvantaged communities can be 10 times lower than those of the wealthiest. Given that the Future of Work initiative will increasingly reward high education and skills, income inequality may yet widen. So if anything, today and tomorrow, I'm looking forward to learning more about the work that this ecosystem is doing to advance financial services, the economy, and society as a whole. In particular, the sessions on financial inclusion, financial wellness, and Gates Foundation on the unbanked will be truly revealing. So to sum up, this is a great time to be in the fintech sector. As I say to my team, it's an opportunity to explore and to fail, to learn and to try again. A quote from the great Irish playwright Samuel Beckett best describes the innovative spirit that the fintech sector has brought to financial services. Ever tried, ever failed, no matter. Try again, fail better. Enjoy the event, and thank you for your time.